Good morning. I hope you're well. My name is Jerome, and this is Spirituality 2. This morning I want to talk about something that has been weighing kind of heavily on my mind. That is the struggle of good versus evil. And in my studies and reading, mainly from spiritual sources, the Bible, the Christian Bible, as well as the I Ching, the message that I'm getting is evil, according to, I think it's John chapter 16, I'm not positive, but Jesus said, I say unto you, that ye resisteth not evil. If someone should approach you and strike you, turn the other cheek and allow them to strike you there as well. That never made any sense to me. Resist not evil. You know, and in the I Ching, in the chapter called Conflict, interestingly, it says, in the resolute struggle of good versus evil, evil must be openly discredited. But we must not fight against it blow for blow, because we ourselves lose in the end, because we become entangled in the hatred and the passion of evil, and that turns us into evil, and we, in the end, lose. Another chapter of the I Ching talks about, actually it mentions John chapter 16, and it basically says that when you run up against evil, you just need to not fight against it. You cannot fight against it because you cannot win in the end, because in order to fight against evil, you must meet it on its grounds. When you meet it on its grounds, then you are, in fact, emulating evil, even if you're not an evil person. You know, some examples of this would be someone is just rude to you, verbally aggressive, if you will. Resisting not evil would be to turn the other cheek at that point, forgive the person, immediately just forgive them. And in that same passage of John, at the end of it, it basically says that you have to be ultimately simple. You have to give everything to God. That if you take it on yourself to be offended, then you are offending God. You should give it up to God. You should forgive. You should forget. You should move on. You should allow God to manage such things. We don't have the authority. We don't have the wisdom to interpret it correctly. We may think we do, but we don't. To fight against evil, you must become evil yourself. Think about the whole idea of getting back at somebody for something that they did to you. Even if that something was absolutely terrible, and you feel fully justified, and yeah, I'll get them back. Well, guess what? Who's worse at that point? If you look at it from the eyes of God, he's looking down and he's going, well, okay, I had one good and one evil. Now I got apparently two evil. I don't know what happened. I guess the one evil one must have somehow influence the other one to, become evil. That's why Jesus said, I saith unto you, resisteth not evil. Because we don't have the authority, I guess you could say. And if evil, this is what Retreat says, if evil is branded, it thinks of weapons. And there again, thus we ourselves get entangled in the hatred and the passion and the employment of weapons against a perceived evil. And if we perpetuate that, if we start that, then we ourselves aren't coming from a good place to start with. We ourselves are not coming from a place of wisdom. So, Jesus saith unto us, resist it not evil, turn the other cheek. What that means is give it up to God. That means is disconnect your ego. Disconnect your feelings. All of those things are irrelevant, except to you. See, that's where we need to learn to give it up. Give it up. Learn to just, okay, it flows through me. It flowed through me. It didn't affect me. Turn the other cheek. My cheek will get better. God will, if that's God's will, then fine. Then fine. If it's God's will for somebody to beat my ass, well, okay. I'll take an ass beating. Because who am I to know what the bigger picture is and what the real plan could be? So on your spiritual path, remember to forgive, forget, move on. Those are the three most important things. Not only others, but also yourself. Look within. Really look within to try to see the evil within yourself. And you can't combat it. Even the evil within yourself, you cannot combat it directly. The only way, the I Ching says, to fight evil is to make energetic progress in the good. Finally, it says, finally, the only way to fight evil, if there is such a thing, is to make energetic progress in the good. If you create enough goodness, then evil has no impact. And it withers up and goes into the dormant state, waiting, oh yeah, always waiting for our egos and our feelings. My friend, this has been Spirituality 2. My name is Jerome, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you.